Now this exercise right here, I find the most effective when working out your legs at home. Hi, I'm Discipline Dave, and these are the most important home leg exercises. Now the first one we're gonna talk about is the pull through. Now the hardest part when it comes to home exercises is working out the back of your legs. So this is why this one is so crucial. Now with a pull through, if you're doing this at home, you wanna use resistance bands. And you're gonna start off with tension with your hands underneath. And you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna bend down and you're gonna come forward and push those legs forward, contracting those hamstrings and those glutes. Now, unlike some other leg exercises, this one, ideally, you wanna lean forward a bit. This is gonna help us get that proper angle to make it so that we can really attack those hamstrings. Your glutes and your hamstrings are a very important muscle, and this is why we have to do this exercise. Now, if you're wondering how low you should go down as much as like how you were about to sit in a chair. You wanna bend down until your legs are at that 90-degree angle, parallel to the floor. Keep those arms straight, and you wanna come up and really squeeze at the end. That's the key to making sure you get the most out of this exercise. Next, we have the leg press. Now this is a favorite when it comes to the gym. You see a lot of people loading up a lot of plates and they're doing a leg press. So if you're wondering how can I do this at home, here you go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a loop style resistance band. Those are the ones that are completely circular, a little bit different than the one we use from the pull through. And what you're gonna do is make sure you grab it around the sides and you're gonna lay on your back. Have those legs bent and you're gonna put your feet right there onto the band and you're gonna press up while you're doing that. This is gonna be great for making sure that it works out your legs because it's gonna provide tension as you extend, coming back and forward. Now adjust the resistance accordingly because they have different size resistance bands. There's a lot of companies out there that provide loop style resistance bands. You can find those easily on Amazon. The ones that I like are by UnderSun Fitness, and I'll make sure I leave a link for you. Now the great thing about this exercise is it gives you an added benefit over the gym. At the gym, you're pressing your back against the seat. And what this is gonna do is takes that back out of that portion. So you only have your legs to push off of. So if you're wondering how can this be better than stacking up a lot of plates, that's because it takes that back out of pushing that leverage off. Just using the legs is gonna be extremely effective. The only thing that's gonna hurt in this exercise is your ego. If you love to use those plates, well, this is gonna develop your legs, but you can't really show off. Next, we have the resisted squat. There's actually a couple of ways that you can do this. You can do this by using the tube style bands, the ones with handles that you can go over your shoulders and attach it to a door anchor at the bottom of the door. You can use a loop style band where you can hold it up to your side and you can do it that way. But this way I find the most effective for giving you good progressive overload, making sure that your technique is good so you actually develop the muscles while doing this exercise. The best way I've seen to do this, whether you have a tube style or loop style band, is that you're gonna make sure that you put the band on your feet and you're gonna grab the middle portion and put it in your hands and squat down that way. This makes it so that it checks all the boxes. You have good form, good resistance, and you're able to hit all those muscles. The great thing about this is you're gonna hit your quads, you're gonna hit the back of your legs, and you're gonna hit your calves with this one motion. Doing this exercise is gonna make it so that you get great development at home just using these bands. Now, when we're trying to get fit, the one thing that I want you to remember is that all muscles matter. With that said, we're gonna bring it next to the calf raises. This exercise can be done at home and it's great to use it with resistance bands. You can also use this with a dumbbell, but I recommend it with resistance bands. Now this works great with the tube style bands. You can go ahead and use a door anchor and you're gonna put them around your shoulders and you're just gonna raise up those calves. That resistance is gonna be great coming up and down. But the key is that you wanna make sure that you're moving slow up and down. A lot of people go up slow and they just let it come down. You wanna control the band, don't let the band control you. Now, if you wanna take your calves to the next level, you have trouble with growth in your calves, or you just wanna look good when you put on those skinny jeans, you actually can work out your calves individually to get more focus. You can put like a book underneath your foot, and that way you have a higher elevation with more resistance, and that makes it so that you target the calves even more. By the way, everything you're seeing here comes from previous videos. I have links in the description below if you want to do these workouts and follow along with them. Now, this exercise right here, I find the most effective when working out your legs at home. This is called the Goblet Squat. With this one, you will need a dumbbell on there. And this checks all the boxes. You get progressive overload. Good form and technique can be done with this exercise, and anybody can do it at home. So what a goblet squat is that you're gonna hold the weight and you're gonna come down like a regular squat and just come back up. The key with this is that you wanna have good form. What I recommend is that you don't put your feet exactly parallel.
Nope.
You're gonna make them a little bit wide, which is gonna give you a better base, and it's gonna put your knees at the right angle to activate your glutes and your hamstrings as you're coming up. A lot of people that put their legs straight, what's happening is you're putting a lot of tension on your tendons around your knees. Well, when you bow those out a little bit and make your feet go out, it puts it so that those tendons are not going directly around those knees. Not only that, you're able to use your glutes and your hamstrings when you're coming up for that extra power that you need and that activation. In addition, there's a lot of good stuff about this exercise. It really is going to help it so that it puts a lot of contraction into the quads, and that is the front portion of your legs. That's the part that makes you look good in shorts. So the same thing with resistance bands applies to the dumbbells. You want to control the weight, don't let the weight control you. So when you're coming down, you want to make sure that you're controlling slowly coming down. You want to make sure that your heels are planted. You don't want to be pushing off your toes. You want to push off your heels. And for you to focus on that, just go ahead and go slow. You don't need to go fast in this. Actually, the more time under tension you have, the better it is going to be for your legs. So now that we know that it is possible to get a great workout with your legs at home, go ahead and check out this video where I show you the top chest exercises that you can do at home.